Good afternoon and welcome to Asa Howard Legion Field on the campus of Guymon High School, where the Tigers are getting ready to take on the Titans from Carl Albert High School, who have made the 4.5-hour trek out to the Panhandle. Disappointing that we didn't get rained out, as we are in desperate need of rain out here. We did get a little sprinkle around the Panhandle, but they're able to go ahead and play a couple of baseball games today, district games. Tigers come in 0-6 in district. They're 1-12 overall. Carl Albert comes in 4-9 overall and 2-0 in district. They spent the spring break in Pensacola, Florida, and went 0-4 in that trip. As you're talking about taking on some kids that have been playing baseball pretty much year-round down there, as the weather doesn't really get cold enough that they have to stop playing. Today on the mound for the Tigers, it is Drake Sandoval who will get the start. Catching will be number 23, McCade Lively. In the outfield, number 27, Bryce Bagley in left field. Number 8, Jaime Villa in center field. In right field, it's number 3, Enrique Alvarez. At third base, number 6, Evan Pena. At shortstop, number 13, Mark Arledge. At second base, number 17, Darren Lakely. And at first base, number 12, Hunter Martinez. So Guymon trying to pick up their first district win of the game. Leadoff batter for Carl Albert will be the center fielder, number 6, Zane Alexander.
Lead off for the Titans is number 6, Zane Alexander.
Sandoval, a sophomore. And here's the opening pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Overcast skies today, about 45 degrees outside. And that one is in for strike 1. 1-1 the count. That pitch in for strike 2. 1-2 the count. You'll get the signal from Lively. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled off to the right, right over the press box, so the count will stay 1-2. That one in for strike 3 swinging. So 1 up, 1 down. Now up.
Up next is number 3, Carter LaValle.
Now up for the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Carter LaValle.
My job's easier than yours.
He'll step into the lefty's side. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 now the count to LaValle. Ball hit solidly towards the second baseman. Picks it up, easy throw to first, And that'll be out number 2 is a nice 4-3 play from Lakely over to Martinez.
Batting in the 3 spot is Jordan Compton.
Now up for the Titans, it's their pitcher, number 2, Jordan Compton. First pitch, ball 1. That one a little low for ball 2, so 2-0 the count now to Compton. Change up ball fouled off to the right.
Count is 2-1.
So that'll make it 2-1 to Compton. That one in the dirt, so 3-1 now the count. This is the first batter that Sandoval's gotten the 3 balls on. Ball hit towards first base. Easy play for Martinez. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no errors. And we head to the bottom half of the inning. It's Guymon 0, Carl Albert 0. And we are ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 27, Bryce Bagley. Jordan Compton, who is the number 3 hitter for the Titans, is on the mound. Here's his wind-up and first pitch. It's down low in the dirt for ball 1. Bagley, the senior, batting from the right side, comes in with a .231 batting average. That pitch low as well, so 2-0 the count. That went in for strike 1, 2-1 now the count to Bagley. That one fouled off high to the right and out of play. So 2-2 now the count.
Did he get it? It's a good place for him. Lots of leaves back there.
That one swung on and missed. Compton caught him with an off-speed pitch for the strikeout.
Number 2 hole is Mark Arledge.
So now up the shortstop, number 13, Mark Arledge. Arledge, a sophomore. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Arledge also does some pitching for the Tigers. He's hitting .323 on the season and has a 1 home run as well. That pitch in for strike 1. So 1-1 the count now. That one swung on and missed. 1-2. Here's the pitch, hit solidly, but right back into the pitcher's glove for out number 2.
Number 3 is McKay Lively.
Now up for the Tigers, the catcher, number 23, McKay Lively. First pitch in for strike 1. Lively hitting .333 with 3 doubles. That one will be ball 1, so 1-1 now the count to Lively. No base runners for either team so far. That one in for strike 2. Here's the windup, the pitch. That one outside. 2-2 now the count.
Counts 2-2.
That'll be ball 3, so a full count to Lively. And he backs out, steps back in. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off to the right and out of play. And a swing and a miss. So for the Tigers, it's 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the second inning. It's still 0-0 between the Titans and the Tigers. And we are ready for the start of the second inning. Up first for the Titans, it's the first baseman, number 25, Clayton Frazier.
Number 25, Clayton Frazier up to bat.
So batting in the cleanup spot. First pitch in there for strike 1. Started him off with a changeup pitch. That's in for strike 2. So ahead in the count. Sandoval up now 0-2. That pitch outside. 1-2. That one hit solidly and will fall safely in right field, shallow right field for the first hit of the game.
Up next, number 5, Lane Porter.
So Frazier is the first base runner for either team. Now up the third baseman, number 5, Lane Porter. So Sandoval in the stretch position. Looks over at first. Here's the throw home. It's bunted. Throw to first, not on time. Pena raced up to make the play, but couldn't get it over to Martinez on time, and the Titans have runners on first and second.
Next, number 16, Jace Johns.
Now up for the Titans, their designated hitter, number 16, Jace Johns. Sandoval checks the lead runner. Here's the throw. Bunted high. It's going to be caught by Martinez.
out number 1.
So that'll be the first out of the inning.
Next, number 13, Patrick McMurphy.
So the right fielder, number 13, Patrick McMurphy, up to bat now. As we see, John's getting a little coaching on that sideline. As I'm sure when you want to bunt with a pitch that high, you just back off on that one. It's not in the right position for the bunt play, and easy out. That pitch in, that'll be ball 1. Sandoval looks at the lead runner. There's the throw. Ball hit towards second base. It's through into the outfield. That's going to score a run. They'll get it in with only that damage done, but it's 1-0 Carl Albert with runners on first and second base. Just outside of the outstretched glove of Lakely at second base. Couldn't quite reach it. So now up the catcher, number 14, Wiley Sellers. Still only 1 out. First pitch, ball 1. Sandoval gets the signal from Lively. Checks on the lead runner. Here's the pitch in the dirt. That'll be ball 2. So 2-0 now the count to Sellers. Sandoval turns, throws to second, actually hits the batter as the runner as he's standing on second base. Kind of gave Sandoval a look like, really? There's the throw home. In for strike 1. 2-1 now the count to Sellers.
2-1.
That pitch high. 3-1 now the count to Sellers. Runners take off, ball hit high and in foul territory on the right side. So that'll make the count 3-2.
Count of 3-2.
Sandoval checks his runner again. That one swung on and missed, didn't catch it, makes the throw to first. Now they'll say he's out. Runner is trapped between second and third. And he'll force him to just go back as Lively doesn't make the throw, trying to make sure he avoided the error. But Sellers goes down with a strikeout for out number 2. And now up the second baseman, number 18, Jake Estes.
Up next, number 18, Jake Estes. Should have waited on you there.
No, I was like, so much for you.
Here's the pitch. It's high. That'll be ball 1 to Estes. Sandoval checks the leadoff runner again. That one in. That's going to be ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
Hey, one thing you want to watch, sometimes they bat that guy, sometimes it goes back to top series.
But it's 6, I guess, down there, so it'll go back to the top instead of him batting.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go ahead and bat him. So. Sandoval checks the runner. Here's the throw home. Ball hit into right field. Runner will score from third. And Carl Albert takes a 2-0 lead, and they've still got runners on the corners with 2 outs.
It's supposed to be 2.
Yeah. Score is 0-2.
Did you set error?
So Zane Alexander, the center fielder, now up to bat. Here's the throw home. Throw to second as the runner steals. He's in there safely. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Titans with a 2-0 lead.
Is one up? Okay, how do you get the error? Push to start?
So 1-0 the count to Alexander. That one high for ball 2.
Is it 1 and 2 at third? 2.
There's the throw, hit high towards the Titan bench. And catcher McCade Lively with a great play for out 3. But in the inning, the Titans get 2 across. So 2 runs on 4 hits with no errors and 2 men left on. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. It's Carl Albert 2, Guymon 0. So as we start this bottom half of the second inning, Tigers trailing 2-0. Up for his first at bat of the game, the third baseman, number 6, Evan Pena. Pena, a senior, hitting .303. He's got 3 doubles on the season so far. That one in low, ball 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 2. 2-0 now the count to Pena. That one swung on and hit in the gap between first and second. So Guymon with their first base runner and first hit of the game from Evan Pena.
Up next is number 12, Hunter Martinez.
Now up the first baseman, number 12, Hunter Martinez. First pitch in from Compton is across for strike 1. Throw over to first. Pena down in the dirt. Pena not a huge threat to steal. That one swung on and missed by Martinez. That'll make the count 0-2. And the throw back over to first. Pena back in time again. Compton with the throw home. And that's going to be ball 1. Hit to the right in foul territory. It'll fall harmlessly to the ground. So Martinez stays alive. Count still at 1-2. That one fouled off again by Martinez, so he'll continue to battle, stays alive. Throw back to first, Pena back in time. Wasn't much of a leadoff. But Compton with a nice move to first base, so he came close that time. That one swung on and missed. So that'll be out number 1. And the third strikeout of the game for Compton. Out number 1 in the bottom of the second inning. Now up the second baseman, number 17, Darren Lakely.
Up next, number 17, Darren Lakely.
That ball low. Pena will take off as it catcher had trouble bringing that one in. Didn't go past him, but just bounced off the hard leather part of his glove and gave Pena an opportunity to get a stolen base. Move into scoring position. That one in the dirt. That'll make the count 2-2 to Lakely. That one just outside, so full count. That one in for strike 1. Sorry about that. Was 3-0, now 3-1. And that'll be ball 4, and Lakely will take his base. First walk of the game for either team. So now up to bat, the designated hitter, number 18, Edgar Rios.
Up to bat is 18, Edgar Rios.
That one in the dirt. Ball one. Catcher did a great job there, just making sure that that one didn't go to the backstop and have two runners advance into scoring position. Compton gets the signal, checks the runner, quickly throws home for strike one. 1-1 now the count. Compton steps off. Runners will step back on. Didn't have anybody, either the shortstop or the second baseman, on the base to throw to. That went in. That's going to be ball two. 2-1 now the count to Rios.
Count is 2-1.
That one in for a strike. 2-2 now the count to Rios. That one swung on, and it's a strikeout. He may have got the tip of that one, but it was caught by the catcher, so it's a strikeout anyway for out number 2. Now up the right fielder, number 3, Enrique Alvarez.
3, Enrique Alvarez.
At first pitch, low, ball 1. Compton checks the lead runner. There's the throw home. That's going to be a ball.
Count is 2-0.
2-0 now the count. Alvarez, a junior, hitting just 152 on the season as he has struggled at the plate. That's in for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. That one fouled off to the right and out of play. So 2-2 now the count to Alvarez. That one inside for ball 3. So full count to Alvarez. Two outs, full count. The runners will be running. That one outside, that'll be a ball, so bases loaded. And up next for the Tigers, it's the pitcher, number 7, Drake Sandoval. So the tying run in scoring position. And the lead runner on. Ball behind. Be a play no play at home. And Pena scores the first run for the Tigers. It's 2-1 now. Titans still lead. As Pena scored on the wild pitch. And the Tigers still have 2 runners now in scoring position. One and 0 to Sandoval. Another wild pitch. Runner coming home, not in time. Martinez crosses the plate, and we're tied up with the lead run at third base. Two and 0 the count now to Sandoval. Compton had some control issues with 2 walks and now 2 wild pitches here in the bottom of the second inning. Make that 3-0 now the count to Sandoval.
Count is 3-0.
That's ball 4. Sandoval takes his base. Now back to the top of the lineup. It'll be the left fielder, number 27, Bryce Bagley.
Up next is number 27, Bryce Bagley.
And there's a timeout on the field. The Titans want to talk it over. We're tied up 2-2. So the Titans break the huddle on the mound. Into the game, Coy Martin will be the pinch runner for Drake Sandoval. So runners on the corners for the Tigers. Bryce Bagley up to bat. He struck out in his first at bat. There's the throw from Compton. That's going to be ball 1. Tigers hoping they can at least get one more across here as they've got a runner on third with 2 outs. That one hit into foul territory to the right and out of play. So it'll be 1-1. That one outside.
Count is 2-1.
So 2-1 now the count. That pitch low for ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Bagley. As Compton, who looked strong in the first inning and has really struggled here in the second. That ball fouled off to the right.
Brings up a full count.
So now a full count to Bagley. That one fouled back. The runners, they'll be taking off with a full count and 2 outs already. So any kind of ball put in play is going to give the Tigers an opportunity to score. That one fouled off to the right and out of play again.
He needs to go hit for his truck.
I would probably for a truck behind you. The building would probably catch it.
There's one pretty close.
That one hit to shallow center field. It's going to be caught for out number 3. So that is it for the Tigers, but they do tie it up with 2 runs on just 1 hit. And we head to the 3rd inning. It's Carl Albert 2, Guymon 2. And we are ready to start the 3rd inning. Leading off for the Titans, Carter LaValle. He's the shortstop. Grounded out to second base in his first at bat. Here's the first pitch from Sandoval outside. Ball 1. Here's the windup, the pitch. That one down in the dirt. That's going to be 2-0 to LaValle. That one hit solidly over to right field. He's going to hit at least 2 out of that one. He's heading to third. There's the throw, And he's in standing up at third base. So the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third inning for Carl Albert with a triple.
Jordan Compton up to hit.
So now up the pitcher, Jordan Compton. First pitch is ball one. Duvall checks the runner. There's the throw home. Hit solidly towards center field. And it is caught by Villa. He'll throw in, but not in time to beat out the runner. That does score LaValle. So Carl Albert retakes the lead 3-2. So now up to bat, the first baseman, Clayton Frazier. First pitch in for strike one. Frazier singled and scored in the second inning. That one fouled off just above the press box. So 0-2 now the count to Frazier. That one bounces that one to the plate, so that'll be ball one. That one hit towards third base. Pena makes the grab, the throw across to Martinez in time for out number two. So now up the third baseman, Lane Porter.
Nice number 5, Lane Porter.
Pena made a nice play on that one as he backed up and let that one bounce up right about where Guymon is across his jersey. That's an easily misplayed ball. That one hit foul and out of territory. So 0-1 the count.
He should have been out. He stepped out of the better box to hit it. Yeah, he stepped out of the front of the box to hit it.
That one in for a strike. So 0-2 now the count to Porter. That one hit solidly to left field. Misplayed by Bagley. Throw in will hold the runner at second base. Porter with a double.
Up next is number 16, Jace Johns.
That one was off the glove of Bagley. Just misplayed it just a little bit. So the designated hitter, Jace Johns, back up. As he hit a little pop up to first base in his first at bat. Sandoval checks the runner. Here's the throw home. That one hits solidly into the outfield, into left field. That's going to score a run. So an RBI single for Johns. And Carl Albert takes a 4-2 lead.
Up next, number 13, Patrick Murphy.
Now up the right fielder, number 13, Patrick Murphy. We'll take a little timeout as the Tigers will have a powwow on the mound. We're in the top of the third inning. It's Carl Albert 4, Guymon 2. So once again out of the timeout, Patrick Murphy at bat. Runner on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Carl Albert with a 4-2 lead. Three hits in this inning for the Titans, 2 of them extra base. That one wild. That'll advance the runner. He'll turn. He's going to third. And the throw's not going to be in time. He's safe there. As that was a costly wild pitch. As Lively couldn't get to it in time. And the runner advances all the way to third base. So 1-0 the count now to Murphy. Ball 2. And that's going to make the count 3-0. And that's going to be ball 4. So now there'll be runners on the corners for the Titans. Up next, the catcher, number 14, Wiley Sellers.
Up next, number 14, Wiley Sellers.
Sellers struck out in his first at bat in the second inning. The Titans opened this inning with a leadoff triple, but then 2 straight outs. Looked like the Tigers had things under control. Looked like they may just give up that sacrifice fly to the outfield. It brought in LaValle, but they'd given up one, and now they're in danger of giving up more. There's the pitch from Sandoval. Runner takes off to second. He's in safely. Lakely steps in for the cutoff. See if they could catch the runner at third. But instead, Titans now have 2 runners in scoring position. And the count is 1-0 to Sellers. That pitch is going to be high for ball 2. Sandoval gets his signal, checks the lead runner. That pitch is in for strike 1. 2-1 now, the count to Sellers.
Count is 2-1.
playing in between games? Just to see.
That went in the dirt, so 3-1 now the count to Sellers. Good stop by Lively as he had to move quickly to his right to make sure that one didn't get past him. As Johns would have scored easily from third. There would have been danger of giving up 2 runs with Murphy at second. So 3-1 the count. And that's in for strike 2. So a full count now to Sellers.
Full count.
Full count, 2 runners on with 2 outs. So the runners will be on the move as the pitch leaves Sandoval's hands. And that's going to be a walk that's going to load the bases. Now up the second baseman, number 18, Jake Estes.
Up next, number 18, Jake Estes.
Braden Kelly comes into the game, number 9, as a pinch runner.
Is there a name Carnegie?
Here's the pitch from Sandoval. Hits the batter. That's going to score a run for Carl Albert and keep the bases loaded.
They shouldn't keep me this. That's all I'm saying.
Sandoval getting a little encouragement from his second baseman, Darren Lakely.
Can't wait for someone to get hit on that one.
So back to the top of the lineup, Zane Alexander, the center fielder. That pitch low. Alexander 0 for 2 so far today with a strikeout and a flyout. As he popped one up. We've got a timeout on the field. Top of the third inning, it's Carl Albert 5, Guymon 2. So a pitching change here in the third inning. On the mound now, it's Mark Arledge, who moves from his shortstop position. He'll pitch also some changes in the infield as Evan Pena goes off the field stays in his third base position. Sandoval, the pitcher, moves to first base. Hunter Martinez, that was at first, is now at second base. And Darren Lakely, who was at second base, is now at shortstop. One and 0 the count. That went in for strike 1.
Counts 1-1.
Arledge trying to get him out of a pinch. That ball hit sharply down the right field line. That's going to score several runs. 2 runs in so far. Runners turn at third. There's the throw in. That's 3 runs across. And a triple for Alexander. And what was a 2-2 ball game is now 8-2 in favor of Carl Albert.
Brings up number 3, Carter LaValle.
And the second triple of the inning For the Titans, now up LaValle, who started this inning off with a triple. That pitch high, ball one. Here's the windup and the pitch from Arledge. Hit solidly to right field. That's going to score another run. An RBI single for LaValle.
Brings up number 2, Jordan Compton.
It's now 9-2 Carl Albert. So the pitcher, Jordan Compton, back up. Runner takes off. He'll come into second safely. Ball into the outfield. Villa comes up and makes the play to make sure that the runner doesn't advance any further. What, two out rally by the Titans in this inning, as they've scored all but one. With 2 outs, that ball hit sharply to center field. That's going to score another run. And it is now 10-2.
Up next, number 25, Clayton Frazier. Courtesy runner, number 28, Carson Thomas for the pitcher.
Clayton Frazier, first baseman, up to bat now. That one hit to the shortstop, bobbles it, and the runner's going to be safe, as Lakely just could not quite get that one out of his glove in time and get it to first. So runners at first and second.
Number 5, Lane Porter.
Oh, I see.
Is Lane Porter up to bat? He doubled in his first at bat in this inning. And he's 2 for 2 today with 2 runs scored. That pitch high, ball one. Arledge checks the lead runner. Here's the throw. In for strike one. 1-1 now the count.
Count as 1-1.
That ball hits solidly towards third base. Pena grabs it, makes the force out at third, and the Tigers are finally out of the inning, but not till they gave up 8 runs, 7 of them after 2 outs. We're in the books. It's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ready for the bottom half of the 3rd inning, the pitcher Mark Arledge up to bat. First pitch in there for strike one. Arledge 0 for 1 so far today as he hit one straight back into the pitcher's glove back in the 1st inning. That one in the dirt, ball one. 1-1 now the count. Here's the wind up the pitch. That one hits solidly, but it's going to be easily caught in right field. 4 out, number 1. Now up, the catcher, number 23, McCade Lively.
Base number 23, McCade Lively.
They didn't like the sad tuba.
That's ball 1.
Who was that?
Number 13.
Who's
That one low, so 2-0 now the count to Lively.
Yeah,
Is it 2 now?
I think so.
That's in for strike 1, so 2-1 now the count to Lively. Lively struck out in his first at bat. Now the count 2-2 with that strike. That one outside. Full count now to Lively.
3-2, full count.
That one hit down the first base line, but in foul territory.
If it hits outside, that will hit before first base. That's against foul, right?
That one bounced off the home plate, so foul ball again as Lively battles.
Oh, it's nothing for you.
So 1 out, full count to Lively. That one will be a walk. A little bit low.
Did you see him?
So now up number 6, the third baseman, Evan Pena.
And then Trey Fields, designated runner.
Trey Fields gonna be the designated runner.
So Trey Fields will come in and be the designated runner for the catcher. So Pena steps into the box. He singled in the last inning. Stole a base and also scored on a wild pitch. First pitch is in, ball 1. That one hit down the third base line. Throw across to first, bobbles it. So Pena is safe. So runners at first and second for the Tigers.
Number 12, Hunter Martinez.
Now up, number 12, Hunter Martinez, who started the game at first base, now is playing at first or second base. At first pitch in, ball 1. Tigers in bad need of a rally here. So 2-0 the count. That one fouled off. 1-2 the count. 2-1 the count. All of a sudden I can't talk. That one in for strike 2. So 2-2 now the count to Martinez. Throw back to second. Runner is safe. The throw was on time, but just a bit wide. As they caught the leadoff runner.
This is his first year.
Trey Fields. They caught him napping a bit. Throw home for ball 3, so full count.
3-2, full count.
That one hit back to the pitcher, throw to second, and it's behind the shortstop, and that will load the bases for the Tigers.
Up next is number 17, Darren Lakely.
So the second baseman, number 17, Darren Lakely, up with the bases loaded.
Wrong button. There's one that button, in case it happens.
That's going to be ball 1. Lakely walked in his first at bat and then later scored. That's in for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Great opportunity for the Tigers to get back in this one. That pitch inside for ball 2. That one hit. Step on second for the first out. Throw to first for the double play. And the Tigers come away empty-handed. And as we head to the 4th inning, it's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. And we are ready for the start of the 4th inning. Leading off will be the designated hitter number 16, Jace Johns. That one hit high in foul territory, and it's going to be caught by Sandoval for out number 1.
So number 13, Patrick Murphy to hit. Number 14, Wiley Seller on deck.
So now up the right fielder, number 13, Patrick Murphy. Murphy 1 for 1 with a walk. Also scored a run. Here's the windup and the pitch from Arledge. That one fouled back. So 0-1 the count. Ball hit to the shortstop. Throw across is in time. The stretch from Sandoval. And that's out number 2 already.
Number 14, Wiley Seller up.
Now the catcher number 14, Wiley Sellers up. There's 0 for 1 today with a walk. That one bounces to the plate, so that'll be ball 1. That one low for ball 2 as well, as it'll get past Lively. I'm in a young team with just 2 seniors who play significant minutes or innings. That one dribbles past Pena out to left field. So a single for Sellers. Now up the second baseman, Jake Estes.
Estes up to bat. Number 9, Braden Kelly.
Braden Kelly out to pinch run. Arledge with the throw, swing for strike one. Estes in his last at bat was hit by a pitch and then later scored during that 2-out rally. That one in the dirt, gets past Lively. So the runner will advance to second. And the count is now 1-1. Estes also, he RBI'd singled in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1 today with a walk. That one in the dirt again. So 2-1 now the count to Estes.
Count is 2-1.
Arledge checks the runner. Ball hit towards third base, but it's foul. So 2-2 the count. That one hit towards the shortstop. Throw across, not in time. So runners on the corners.
Number 6, Zane Alexander to bat. Number 3, Carter LaValle on deck.
Looked like Lakely needed to step forward on that play at shortstop, but didn't charge towards the ball and allowed the runner to get to first on time. So the center fielder, Zane Alexander, back up to bat. He's 1 for 3 today. That one was a triple, and a 3 RBI triple at that. That one hit foul. So 0-1 the count. That one hit fouled on the third base line, so count now 0-2. There's the pitch. It's high, throw to second. Pitcher cut it off, tried to catch the runner at third, but he was able to get back in time. Pena with the swipe, but not quite in time. So the count now 1-2 to Alexander. Runners on first and second base. Or second and third base. That one bounced to the plate. So 2-2 now the count. So an important pitch here for Arledge. Here's the windup, the payoff pitch, and it's hit to center field and caught by Villa. And that will get the Guymon Tigers out of the inning without giving up any more runs. They still trail Carl Albert 10-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. And we are ready to start the bottom half of the fourth inning. Edgar Rios, the designated hitter, up to bat. First pitch in for strike one, swinging. Rios in his first at bat struck out. Swing at that one. That's going to be strike two. So 0-2 the count. That one swung on for strike three and out number one. So Rios went up swinging, but he goes down that way as well. Now up number three, Enrique Alvarez. That went in. Ball one. That one low and in the dirt, so ball two to Alvarez. That one high, 3-0 now the count. There's strike one, so 3-1 now the count. That one hit, dribbler towards the second baseman, throws it over to the pitcher, and he'll make the force out at first base for out number two. Now up the pitcher, number 7, Drake Sandoval.
Hit number 7, Drake Sandoval. And on deck, number 27, Bryce Bagley.
First pitch low for ball one. Sandoval just hitting 100 for the season. That went in for strike one. Today, in his only at bat, he did walk. That'll be ball two, so 2-1 now the count. That one fouled off. So 2-2 now the count. That one outside for ball three, so a full count to Sandoval. That's low, so ball four. Sandoval and his 2 at-bats with a pair of walks now. Back to the top of the lineup, it's the left fielder, number 27, Bryce Bagley. Bagley 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Throw over to first. Sandoval back easily. That one fouled off behind the press box. That'll be strike one for Bagley. That one fouled back as well, so 0-2 now the count to Bagley. And that'll be ball one, so 1-2 now the count. That one hit towards the first baseman. He'll simply step over and make the out. And that will be the end of the fourth inning. It's still Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. And as we start the fifth inning, the shortstop number 3, Carter LaValle, leading off. And first pitch in for strike 1. That one in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 the count to LaValle. Here's the windup from Arledge, the pitch. That one high for ball 2. That one high, so 3-1 now the count. LaValle 2 of 3 today with a triple, 2 runs scored, and an RBI as well. So he's had a good day. That one outside, so a walk. And now up the pitcher, number 2, Jordan Compton.
Up the bat, number 2, Jordan Compton.
And runner takes off, and he'll be in safely at second base, standing up. Lakely jumped up to trying to grab that one as the throw from Lively was a little too high. So 1-0 to Compton. And Lively will step out to talk a little bit with Arledge. So Arledge checks the runner. There's the throw. Ball hit to left field. And it's caught. The throw into third will keep the runner from advancing.
Up next, number 25, Clayton Frazier.
So 1 out. Clayton Frazier, the first baseman, up to bat. So Frazier, 2 of 3 today with a run scored. That one hit foul. Frazier was way out ahead of that one. Arledge checks the runner. There's the throw home. That one fouled down the third base line. It will go foul. So 0-2 now the count to Frazier. Hey.
said this is before.
Yeah, but
I will
tell me,
support whichever way you go.
tell me. Shut up, this is not the time for the notebook. Tell me what, is it a smart decision or no?
Arledge checks the runner again. Here's the throw home. Ball hit to the shortstop. Grabs it, makes the throw across over to first for out number 2. The runner does advance to third.
3 teams is too much. Up next is number 5.
So the 6-3 put out for out number 2. Now the third baseman, number 5, Lane Porter.
Yeah, but would you, if it was you, would you play on this team or an all-star team?
That's a first pitch is ball 1.
I was never that good.
Neither am I.
You'll get more exposure from the All-Star.
Well, yeah, and I think I'll get better playing against girls who are better than me. True?
That ball outside for ball 2, so 2-0 the count.
But like what I said is I'm still gonna practice in the summer with basketball. Still gonna train with Markel in the summer.
Have you told them,
Yes.
Markel?
Markel's.
Marshall's.
That pitch inside for ball 3, so 3-0 now the count to Porter. Porter 2 of 3 today with 2 runs scored. That one hit high, right at the shortstop. Likely makes the catch for out number 3. And the second scoreless inning there that Arledge has thrown. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. So leading off this 5th inning is Mark Arledge. The pitcher hits a foul ball. Catcher tries over to make the play. And that is out number 1.
Up number 23, McKay Lively. On deck, number 6, Evan Pena.
So now up for the Tigers. It's the catcher, number 23, McCade Lively. Lively 0 for 1 with a walk today. First pitch low for ball 1. That one in there for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. That one hit directly down the first base line. Easy play for the first baseman for out number 2.
Up next, number 6, Evan Pena. On deck, number 12, Hunter Martinez.
The third baseman, number 6, Evan Pena, up to bat now. Pena 2 for 2 today with a run scored. That one fouled back. That one down the third base line, and they'll say it's foul. So that'll be 0-2 to Pena. Controversial call there as it last bounced off the ground in fair territory, and then the third baseman grabbed it. What looked was right over the bag. So that pitch in for ball 1. So 1-2 now the count to Pena. Pena hits that one to shallow center field. It's caught for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. And after 5 innings, it's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. So as we start the 6th inning, up first will be the designated hitter, Jace Johns.
Batters number 16, Jace Johns. On decks number 30, Patrick Murphy.
Johns 1 for 3 today with an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch from Arledge. That one hit high towards third base. Pena calling for it. And that is out number 1.
Up to bat, number 13, Patrick Murphy. On
Now,
deck number 14,
now up the right fielder, number 13, Patrick Murphy. Murphy 1 for 2 with a walk today. He's got an RBI with that hit and also scored a run. That one hit straight to Pena for out number 2. So Arledge doing well in this inning as he's thrown 2 pitches and that's 2 outs. That was just a line drive right to Pena.
on deck number 18, Jake Estes.
So Wiley Sellers, the catcher, number 14, back up to bat. He is 1 for 2 today with a walk, also a strikeout, scored a run. First pitch is in for strike 1. That's going to be ball 1. So 1-1 now, the count to Sellers. Here's the windup and the pitch. Heavily tried to position that one, but that's still going to be ball 2. So 2-1. That one hit foul to the right. So 2-2 now, the count to Sellers. That one swung on and a strikeout for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's still Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. And we're ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hunter Martinez, number 12, started out at first base and then moved over to second with the pitching change up to bat. We do have a new pitcher for Carl Albert. First pitch inside for ball 1. Pitcher is number 23, Brandon Heath. Pitch 2, hit, third baseman steps in and makes a nice play, and the throw to first for out number 1 as he charged hard into the infield for that play.
Up next, number 17, Darren Blakely.
So Darren Lakely, number 17, the shortstop, part of that rotation that moved from second over to shortstop, he is now up. First pitch in, ball 1. And got him swinging for strike 1. Got him swinging for strike 2 as well. So the count to Lakely now 1-2. There's the pitch. Hit solidly to right field, but right fielder right under it for the easy catch and the easy out. That's 2 down.
At the bat there, Rios.
And now the designated hitter, number 18, Edgar Rios, up to bat. Rios 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. First pitch has to duck, and they'll say he was nicked on that one. So he'll take his base. It looked like he paid a price for it, though, as he kind of grimaced as he was heading down to first. Now up the right fielder, number 3, Enrique Alvarez.
Up next, Enrique Alvarez. I can't say his name yet right. Alvarez.
That pitch outside, ball 1. Alvarez 0 for 1 today with a walk. He grounded out to second base in his first at bat. That one he'll ground out right to the pitcher. Short toss over to first for out number 3. And after 6 innings of play, it's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. And we start the 7th inning up first for the Titans. It will be the second baseman, number 18, Jake Estes. Estes 2 for 2 with a walk. He also scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch from Aldridge. It's going to be high and inside for ball 1. That one fouled straight up. Arledge steps over. First baseman, though, Sandoval calls him off, and he makes the play for out number 1, as it was right on the first base line, so had to avoid the runner as well. Now up the center fielder, number 6, Zane Alexander. Alexander 1 for 4 today, but a three RBI triple with that one. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one low for ball 2. 2-0. That went in for strike 1. 2-1 now the count to Alexander. That one hit down the third base line, but hit foul. So 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. That one hit high. Martinez, as Lively makes the catch at shortstop at the back of the dirt. So that'll be out number 2. Now up Carter LaValle. First pitch is ball one. Valley 2 for 3 with a walk. And it'll be ball two. He's also scored a pair of runs and has an RBI as well. 2-0 to the lefty. And that one bounces across, so 3-0 now the count. Arledge, after a rough start as he first came in, has really gotten things under control, and every inning he started has been a zero-sum inning for Carl Albert. And walks him on 4 pitches. Jordan Compton, the pitcher, is up to bat now. He's 1 for 4 today with an RBI single. LaValle probably running as he's already got a pair of steals so far. That one bounces off the chest of Lively, and he does take off and into second base standing. We've got a timeout on the field. It's the top of the 7th inning. Carl Albert leads Guymon 10-2. So the count 1-0. Arledge checks the runner at second. They throw in, that's going to be ball 2 to Compton. That one hit high. Sandoval steps in. Arledge, though, will make the grab for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Tigers needing 8 runs to tie it up and 9 to take home a win. And so as we start the bottom half of this 7th inning, leading off is Sandoval. Drake Sandoval was the starting pitcher in this game, and then as Arledge came in relief, he moved over to first base. First pitch right off the helmet of Sandoval. Sandoval, that's his second walk. He's over at first, getting a little chance to make sure he's got his bearings. He will get a pinch runner, though, as Coy Martin comes in to run for him. So back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. That's probably where they want to be, as they'll need to rally. Here in the 7th inning, they'll need at least 8 to tie it, to send it to extra innings, or 9 to win it. It'll be Bryce Bagley. That pitch inside, ball 1. Bagley hitting .231 on the season. Swing, and that one foul tipped. So 1-1 now, the count. That pitch inside for ball 2. 2-1. That pitch in for ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Bagley.
No, this is our second pitcher.
That pitch is ball 4, so
Yeah, it was.
lead off. And now a second base runner to start this 7th inning. As the pitcher is Luis Catone. Came in to close this one out. Or the Titans has had a rough start. So now the pitcher, Mark Arledge, up to bat for Guymon. That pitch outside for ball 1. That one low. And Carl Albert will call timeout. They're going to want to talk this one over. They still lead Guymon in the bottom of the 7th with nobody out. It's Carl Albert 10, Guymon 2. Here's the pitch to Arledge. That pitch inside. So 3-0 the count. 2 runners already on. The walk here would load the bases for the 3-hole hitter, McCade Lively. That went in for strike 1. That's strike 2, so Arledge will face a full count. No one out, 2 base runners on. Guymon looking to rally big here in the bottom of the 7th. That one hit foul back towards the Tigers' dugout. Here's the windup. The pitch hit to center field. And he's going to be able to get under that, and it's shallow enough that runners will not advance. So that's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Up next is McCade Lively.
So the catcher, McCade Lively, number 23, up.
Yeah, but the center field was almost on the infield when he started.
Lively 0 for 2 with a walk today. First pitch in for ball 1.
I played it all out.
He usually plays back and then another. I don't go backwards.
I guess it just depends on how.
That's ball 2. That one hit towards the first baseman. It'll get to right field. And the bases are loaded with the 4-hole batter, Evan Pena, coming up to bat. Another pinch runner for the Tigers, number 22, Trey Fields.
You said young.
I did call it, yeah. Good for him.
I don't think you guys even looked.
Yeah, he looked. No one noticed it. Looked at me. Guarantee if I said it, the real sport they did.
So Pena, 2 of 3 today. Hits that one to the shortstop. Can't handle it. That'll score a run. And the bases are loaded again. And the Tigers have cut the lead down from 10-2 to now 10-3.
Up next is number 12, Hunter Martinez. Bases are still loaded.
So Hunter Martinez now up to bat. That one hit past the third baseman. That'll score another run as the bases stay loaded with one out.
Come on, boys.
It's now 10-4.
Next, number 17, Darren Lickman. Third baseman's killed.
He was the pitcher, the second pitcher.
So the second baseman, Darren Lakely, moved over to shortstop. Third inning. Fouls that one back. Out of play. So the Tigers hoping for a seventh inning miracle here, as they've already scored 2 runs.
It's okay, they could surprise us. I don't know. Maybe different pitcher.
And a swing, that one in the dirt. So 0-2 now the count to Martinez, or to Lakely.
Break it open.
Do you guys play summer at all?
I know. Hey, some of them do.
That one low for ball 1, so 1-2 now the count.
It's, what is it?
1 and 2.
And there's a strike, or strike 3, as he caught Lakely looking for out number 2.
Rios.
So the designated hitter number 18, Edgar Rios, up. Last chance for the Tigers. They've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wild pitch.
Oh, come on, hurry, hurry.
That's going to score a run. As Fields crosses the plate, it's now 10-5 with 2 runners in scoring position now.
That stressed me out.
So 1-0 the count to Rios. That one bounces off the chest too. Pena will head home. He's in safely. It's now 10-6. So Martinez advanced to third on that wild pitch as well. 2-0 the count to Rios.
Oh, they don't have fully loaded bases anymore.
Rios walked in his last at bat. Up before that, he was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So he's due for one here. That's ball 3. That went in for strike 1. That went in the dirt for ball 4. So the Tigers still alive with runners on the corners. And they'll bring in another pitcher. It'll be number 16. So with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, runners on the corners, a pitching change for Carl Albert. Jace Johns, who has been the designated hitter, is now pitching. Throw to second on the steal. Did they get the tag? No, he's in safely as he came in under the tag. So Guymon with 2 runners in scoring position.
He missed the tag.
Carl Albert, coach, manager, will come out and talk with the referee. It's not going to change anything. Want to know the count to Enrique Alvarez?
0-1, I think. It was a strike.
That one hit to right field,
Drop.
and the second baseman steps back and makes the catch, and that is the ball game. The Tigers score 4 in the bottom of the 7th inning, but not quite enough, as they'll fall to the Carl Albert Titans 10-6. We thank you for joining us on PTCI Channel 2 for our coverage of Guymon Tiger baseball, and hope you'll join us next time. Thanks again, and good evening from Guymon, Oklahoma.